Yes, now.
Hello,
Welcome
everybody.
back, or welcome to the H&U podcast with your host, Himalay.
And Urvashi.
Yes. If you can, like the video, subscribe, and
Share.
share if you like it. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay.
Disclaimer, I'm slightly ill.
Yeah, you are it, actually. Stay
Yeah.
away from
Why do you think
me.
I'm literally so far away from you? To be
Stay
fair, my
away
knee
from
isn't.
me. Actually, we sit this far from each other anyway. It says
We
we're
do.
far, but look at this. Anyways, first question.
Yes.
Well, it's not even a question, it's a statement. And do what makes you happy. But I want to change it. What makes you happy? What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Well, at the moment in time, actually, like always, is definitely spending time with my family. That's like a standard, forever will make me happy. But yeah, talking to the people I love, spending time with everybody that I want to spend time with, and yeah. But apart from that, like passion side, I'm very passionate about my photography, video, music. Music is a big one right now, as it always is.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you?
What makes me happy? Doing the things that I set out to do makes me happy.
Having a goal and achieving it.
Forget about a goal. Okay, you can think of again, workout. If you do one workout, you say you're gonna do it, you do it. That's a goal achieved, I guess. Yeah. Or waking up at a certain time,
Yeah.
or just doing the hard things that you know you should do that you don't do, and that makes me really happy because internally I'm like, okay, cool, I've done something that I said I was going to do. A lot of the times before I wouldn't do it. I'd say I was going to do it, and I'd do this where I tell people I'm doing something, and then I wouldn't do it, and I'd be disappointed in myself, and I'd beat myself up about it a lot.
Yeah.
And now it's the point I've got to the point where I'm good at doing things that I set out to do, and I'm happy about that.
That's good, as you should be.
Keeps me pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think that happiness and you said your passions? Do you think happiness and your passions go hand in hand?
If you follow them, yeah. I
Yeah.
think if you follow your passions, then it'll definitely make you happy. And that's how you find out like what you're passionate about, like what makes you happy, what makes you feel like you're thriving in a certain thing. But also it's like the other way around as well. Like if you don't go for like if you don't do what makes you happy, if you don't do what makes you like, you won't find out your passions if you don't like not experiment, but if you don't experience whether you like or dislike something.
But some people fall into the trap of well, actually, no, I don't want to say that. I think Peter, how do you find out what your passion is then? What do you
I
think?
said, like you just have to go out there and trust yourself enough to try different things.
Yeah.
And I say trust yourself enough because I know there's a lot of people that are very scared to even think about like doing certain things. And I know for a fact I used to be one of them, which is why I can speak from experience.
Yeah.
Just know yourself well enough to know that you'll be able to handle a situation. If something happens where you know that like you don't feel comfortable doing something, well, now that you've experienced it, you know, right? Like, am I making any sense?
No, you are making sense. And I'm glad you
Okay.
said what you said because I asked the question and I already had answers to it because that is it. The way for you to find what you're passionate about, you have to try anything that comes your way or anything that you go towards. Even if it is a job that's crap, I don't believe that you meet people for no reason. So anyone that you meet in that environment or the things that you go through in that environment are teaching you things. And at the time, you don't really realize it, but it is. It's teaching you a lot of
100%.
things. Let's say you come out of that job and you go to the next thing. You're going to remember the good things and the bad things from the last part.
Yeah, how much you persevered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you know what you don't like and what you don't like, and then you carry on going towards what you like and whatever it is. And eventually you start finding things that you do enjoy and you're like, you know what, I want to do more of that. Maybe it could be your passion, or maybe it's just the next step.
Yeah. Or you also get to find out your skills as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or building skills. Forget about knowing your skills, you just start building skills from there.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like struggle with like how are you supposed to know what skills you have. I think it's just through like if you like search up like skills, just anything and whatever, if it gives you a list and you go through it and you think like, am I any of these things? And most of the time you'll find you're most of these things. Like when someone asks you what are your key skills, just like think about it, like, you know.
Yeah, that's very easy to say though.
No, like
Just
I'm
think about it.
patient. I'm not really though.
You're not there.
But in in interviews you can waffle a bit.
Yeah, you gotta stretch it a bit, stretch the lie
Yeah.
or the truth, sort of.
This is great advice.
Sort of.
No, but yeah. Have you ever like, you know how you said you'd get upset if you say you're gonna do something and then you don't do it? I've realized over the time I'm starting to become this person, which I actually like for myself because I'm normally an open book. I'm an oversharer, especially now. But I used to very much be like, just tell everyone anything that's happening in my life, whether it's happened yet or not.
Yeah.
Like even something I'm looking forward to. But then most of the times, if it falls through, I get asked about these things from the people I told them, and then I have to be like, oh, nothing came of it. Like it didn't happen. So I'm starting to become the person that's like, oh, I'm going to keep this to myself.
Right.
Until it's something that is happening or has happened.
That's the only way and the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because not only you're protecting yourself, but you're also your future self you're protecting, but you're also, you don't have to care about it, but the people that you tell usually are the ones that you care about. They don't have to then go through that awkward thing of, oh, how's it going? Well, I didn't do it. And like, oh.
Yeah.
Because then I guess in their mind they might be like, oh, maybe they weren't serious about it.
Yeah. I think it's like, if you have like that close, like a handful of people that you know you could tell anything and everything, and they'd be respectful and just give you advice and like guide you along the way because they genuinely care for you and love you, then regardless of whether the outcome's good or bad, you know you're going to be able to tell that person because you've told them like the whole thing, you know. They're there for your whole journey.
Yeah. But you can't tell everybody about what you're doing because chances are the reaction that you get from them is not the reaction that you wanted.
100%. 100%. I've definitely had like moments where I'd get a reaction that I wouldn't quite expect.
Right.
And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, like weirded out by it, you know? Yeah.
But again, it's not their fault. It's just like, what do they say about it?
Yeah, honestly.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, it's different with me because if someone told me something that they're really excited for, I would join them in that joy because they're telling me something they don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's also
and they
like,
appreciate it too a bit more. Like, oh shit, this person actually
cares
about something that
100%.
I'm caring about.
Yeah, it definitely comes across as like, wow, you are on my side, you know? Like I'm very much the same. If someone tells me something, right, I'm such a hype woman. Like if there's something unexpected, whatever, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you because I genuinely am.
And it's not the fake thing, it's the real like, oh shit, this is actually 100%. A big deal. Like, do you actually know it's a big deal?
Yeah.
Are you just telling me now? They're like, oh no, it's like, no, this is a big deal.
Yeah,
man.
when people try to downplay, I'm like, no, hold on
that.
a second. You need to bask in your glory right now, okay?
That's it, because you brought me this information that makes you happy, and what you think I'm just gonna throw it away? No. We're in this together. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, fully. I love it. It's like your supportive side is just like there, 100%.
And the great thing about it is like a lot of people do this where they do give a lot of joy and then they don't receive it back, and because they don't receive it back, they change. But Mike Tyson said something. You know Mike Tyson? I'm sure people have heard of Mike Tyson. He said in the podcast, there was a guy that was saying, oh, if someone did you wrong, Mike Tyson asked this, if someone did you wrong, how would you react? He goes, I'd cut them off. I'd leave them. They did me wrong. I got to cut them off. He goes, but that means that they are your master because they changed the way you see things
Mm.
in some aspects.
Yeah.
He said it better, obviously. I'm butchering that, but it made sense. Like, don't change the way you actually are because of a situation that happened.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So, in some situations, of course, that's inevitable. But I mean, in the main parts, like being unapologetically yourself, and then something happens and you start changing. Why? Because
Yeah.
what this happened and you didn't get the reaction that you wanted. Nah. You just gotta
No,
keep
just
going. Just be like, oh,
exactly.
that happened. That person did that. Okay, cool. Well, wish you good luck.
Yeah, it's more of those when you start creating distance between a person, yourself and that person, it's to protect yourself in a way, but it's also like, yeah, you should never change who you are just like around that person. Just be yourself, and if they can't accept it, then
Yeah,
that's their loss.
that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I just read it. Right. Alternative universes.
Yes, I think I meant alternate universes. I said alternative.
No, you said alternate. I got it wrong.
Oh,
Alternate universes.
alternate universes.
I believe, right, that there's another version of me, and not even just one other version. I mean multiple versions of me that are doing something, maybe the same thing or maybe completely different.
Yeah.
Do you know when you get those that feeling of, let's say you're on a mountain, yeah, and you get close to the edge, you get that feeling of, oh my God, I might fall. Imagine if that feeling is a warning from another universe saying, that happened to me and I fell. So stay away from that area.
Maybe. It could potentially be.
I don't know. But it's an interesting theory.
I thought you were gonna say like when you get the feeling of deja vu, but when you think about it, like, and you're like, wait, that wasn't like I've never been here, I've never experienced this, so why am I feeling this way?
Yeah.
That might be like also a sign from another version of yourself.
100%. Well, not 100%, but I agree with that because everyone experiences that, I'm sure. It's a human experience.
Yeah.
I like to think that we're
crazy.
spiritual beings living the human experience.
Yeah.
That makes sense. A lot of the time people say, like, when something happens to them, like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? But later on down the line, you start to realize that I'm glad that some things happened to me because it happened for me, not to me.
Yeah. I remember reading this quote in the laundrette, funny enough.
Yeah.
And it was like this whiteboard, and then there was like this whole thing, and then it was like, at the end it was like, don't say why me when something bad happens, say try me. Like take all of everything that happens to you and deal with it like head on, like, you know, like these tests is what builds your character, it builds your personality. No, not your personality, but like who you are,
Your
how much
character.
you've been through. Definitely your character, yeah. And maybe your personality changes slightly or like just adapts with whatever happens, but it just shows, it goes to show how strong you are.
Has there been a time where you've been tested? And can you remember it?
I've probably been tested multiple times in my life, but I feel like for me, I keep the lessons.
Yeah.
And they are constantly like, whenever I feel a certain way, the lessons, like, it's like a script. They just flip through my mind, like, oh, remember this happened, like, just make sure, like, you know, like when I feel bad vibes, then I'm like, okay, I know exactly who I am. I know what I need to
Bad vibes
be,
from
need to
what?
do. I don't know. I mean, when you're in a situation, you get bad vibes, or like from people, because I've had both. Just know how to deal with it while still being yourself and like not being disrespectful, unless you need to be.
Unless you need to be disrespectful.
Yeah, you know, when there's a moment when like there's a switch that flips in your head, and you're like, I no longer have to be respectful towards this person if they're no longer like, if it's no longer reciprocated, but also if someone's disrespecting me, why would I be respectful to that person?
But I don't see, okay, I get what you mean, but I wouldn't see it as you showing disrespect to that person, because to me that sounds like you're starting that fight. Do you get me? Like you're being disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
I see that as you defending your honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're the fact that you were respecting them has now been revoked because they're not
Right.
respecting you back. In fact, they're disrespecting you.
Well, even that, so I guess that's how you are.
Yeah.
With me, if someone disrespected me, I think I'd just take a moment to just to let that dead air, that dead space, because 9 times out of 10, that other person will don't know how to react, because usually they expect the other person to come at them. Whereas if you just stay back and you look at him long enough, like, what's going on? It's just happened to me before. Someone's like, yeah, at work, plenty of times has happened, or I'd be out on the street and something happens, night out and stuff. Just don't do anything, don't react and see what happens. Trust me, it's so
like,
bizarre. Or even like turning around and just killing them with kindness, Good trim though. Good trim. Nice shoes, man. You go to the gym? Quite weird. Yeah, I'm not older, man. No, what? What the fuck? I've just disrespected you. What's going on?
They don't anticipate the reaction you're going to give. And the fact that you don't give them the reaction they expect, they don't get the satisfaction from that.
Don't get it twisted, though. If it gets too far, like where someone's disrespected and they think that they can do anything now to the point where it comes to physical stuff, that's a different story.
Well, for me, that's exactly what I was talking about before, is when I was like, that's the only time I'll get disrespectful, is if someone gets disrespectful in that sense. Wow, that wasn't English.
What? What the hell? What are you talking about? You mean when someone physically
yes, when it becomes physical, yeah.
Okay, then let's just say that. Then why are you complicating it? Why are you complicating it?
Yeah, when I said when someone disrespects me, like, I feel like, as much as people can disrespect with words, it wouldn't really get to me because I think it
will. I reckon it will.
It wouldn't, unless it came from someone that I genuinely would never expect to say such things about me. I don't think it would get to me. Yeah.
Alternate view, we were there.
Oh,
why are we in disrespect?
Okay, alternate universes. Shout out to Caitlin, by the way. Thank you so much for listening.
Or Jenna.
How dare you? Shout out to Caitlin right now.
Shout out Caitlin Jenner, man. I have. What do you mean?
All right. Anyways, you know who you are. Alternate universes.
Yeah.
They, for me, I see. That was not English either.
E-I-E. I-O-U.
Oh, I hate being ill. Right. Alternate universes. I believe there are multiple different universes and different versions of me within them. One of them is going to be, I'm still female. One is going to be, I'm a male. One's going to be like...
Hold on. I've basically said that.
Yes, but then we went on a tangent.
Okay. So you're just going to repeat it again?
Yes.
Watch this in 2 times speed, please.
Fine. Shall I not repeat it then?
Well, do you have anything else to say about it? About alternative universes? Do you have anything interesting to say about it?
I've already said it in another one where, for me, like, I see it as like different paths, like, and maybe in my dream I'm able to enter a different reality.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like
dreams are like that, where dreams are in different universes.
Yeah, different realities. Yeah.
Maybe. I know that dreams are influenced by everyday life. You only have reference in dreams because of seeing it in real life, Like cars, for example, or TV or lights. We're only able to visualize it because we've seen it before.
I've heard that if you see, everyone you see in your dreams is someone you've seen in real life. Like, so if there's a face that appears in your dreams, you've seen that person in real life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy.
I think that's crazy.
Why?
I think it's because I just see so many people in my dreams. Then I'm like, when the hell have I seen these people?
Yeah, but it
If
could
I
be
don't
someone.
recognize
It
them.
could be someone walking past because you've already subconsciously taken that person's face and whatever it is.
Yeah. What's next?
So we brought it back because your friend wanted to hear us talk about it a lot. That's all we said about it.
Yeah, because we didn't really expand on what it was, but
Fair.
there we are.
Fair.
That's what we got.
Do you think you'd be able to go, like, let's say you had a day trip to an alternative universe? Would you do it?
100%.
That'd be so cool having day trips.
So cool. I always have these like, I don't know why I keep repeating myself.
But here's what happens when you go into that day trip. You are your person in that universe, but you don't know, like, what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
you could be walking, so you get a call from work. Where are you? What are you doing? I'm like, I'm ill.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, 100%. Why am I gonna lie and go into work? Like, where am I supposed to go? Where do I go? Who do I talk to?
Well, surely. Well, actually, no. Maybe you wouldn't know your passwords and stuff. Because even though it's you in that universe, maybe you like different things. Maybe you're different.
What if we're not even
born
here?
on a different day.
Because you never know. Like, the tiniest change in the path that we're on changes could change a lot of things.
That's true. Yeah, I always have. I remember having these dreams where it was like, what would I do if I switched bodies with someone that I didn't know, and our lives were like completely different.
It's like Freaky Friday then.
Yeah. And it was like I switched bodies with this billionaire, and it was a guy, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? But I remember my phone number, so I rang my own.
Oh, this happened in your dream?
In my dream, yeah. I rang my number and he was here and he was me and he didn't know what he was doing. He was speaking in a different language the whole time. And you guys were like, what's going on? But yeah. It was crazy. But yeah, with different realities switching, I always think about if that day trip thing, it would be a swap. So
oh yeah,
the other me would be me for a day and I would be them for a day. That would be crazy.
I'd be scared of what they're doing in my life. Because imagine you come back and everything's gone to shambles. I can't deal with that.
That'd be so bad.
It'd have to be a weekend thing. It'd have to be a weekend thing. Yeah, brother, you have to sign a contract. Yeah, you can't do this, this, and this. That's what it is. You have to make a list here. You make a full list, so they look at it and they're like, things to do, things. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Mom looks like this. Dad looks like this.
That's crazy. Just have like a whole mind map here, like, oh, these are these people.
And then they look like mom and dad. Yeah, I know mom and dad, idiot.
That's true. Oh god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feeling comfortable in your own skin. I, growing up, have always felt uncomfortable in my skin in terms of the way I looked. I feel like I had a problem in terms of like I don't know, I can't diagnose myself. Well, let me self-diagnose myself as someone who has that body dysmorphia, because growing up I used to think I was fat when I wasn't fat. Looking back in pictures, I was like, I wasn't even like, I was skinny as shit, but I used to think I was fat. And like, but I don't know, but that's what I put it down to. Even nowadays, sometimes I feel uncomfortable in my own skin, like where I'd sit down and I'd be like, oh, I need to like fix this, or I need to sort something out to make it look like it's not like that. But the thing that changed for me was, if I'm going to keep saying the same thing in my head, the outcome is not going to be different. If I start changing that to, well, what am I doing to change what I look like? What am I eating? What am I thinking about? You know, these are important things. It's a small thing to change, but it's a hard thing to change. Getting bad, negative things that you say about yourself out of yourself is a hard thing, but it is doable. You just have to keep repeating it again and again.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt uncomfortable in your own skin?
Growing up, 100%. I used to be very insecure with my scars, as I've mentioned, and I
Yeah.
used to be like cover up my arms, and all the Indian girls out there, and probably other race girls out there who can relate. I'm very hairy. Most girls are very hairy.
Shout out,
body hair.
Shout out to the hairy girls.
Shout out to the hairy girls.
Natural. Personally, me, I wouldn't like that, but yo, do you?
Hey, yo, fuck you.
Stay away from me, but do you?
But yeah, and I didn't like showing off my arms because I didn't like my hairy arms. Now I could care less, but I only ever shave for myself, so sorry, I don't know why I swear.
That's rude. So apologise right now.
I'm so sorry, guys. That wasn't to you, I promise. I keep doing that nowadays. I keep just swearing at cameras.
It's because we won't say that.
No. No. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say more about that?
We can round it up. Yeah. So I used to feel very uncomfortable in my skin, with my scars, with my hair, everything, whatever. And then as I grew up, I just started to realize that, yo, I'm beautiful, and I need to embrace that. And so I did, and I'm very comfortable.
Do you feel a certain way when you compliment yourself? Like, do you feel like when you say things like, oh, I'm beautiful?
I think I used to, until I actually really started to believe it. I think it was a process, definitely. Like, when I'm like, oh yeah, now, like, I don't care, I'm sexy kind of thing, yeah? I used to be like, ew, why am I saying I'm sexy? Like, what the hell? Maybe I'm not, whatever. It's like that little doubt creeping in. Yeah. But when you actually start to believe it, you're like, you just own it. Like, no, fuck that, ew, I'm sexy. I don't care. I don't care if only I know. Cool. You know? Yeah. Like, the more you say things about yourself and you start to believe it, the more you're able to say it with conviction. Say it with chest and don't take it back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right. I heard that there was this thing. I don't know what it was called, but thank you for not coughing on me. I was getting away from the mic, to be honest. Oh, okay, but still, thank you for not coughing on me. It was like, I think Megan Trainor said it, and she was talking on a podcast about how she never used to look at her body in a way and be happy about it. She'd always have like doubts about herself and stuff. And then she had this thing where it was like stare in a mirror naked. About this. Yeah. I think you start off with like 30 seconds and try not to cringe or like put clothes on or anything. And then there's quite a few people that like celebrities as well, and just random people that are like, you have to stay naked for like a few minutes, a couple of days, and look at yourself to be able to truly accept who you are. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like that's actually a really good idea. Maybe I should do that. But crazy. I don't like being naked, so crazy, isn't it? Crazy. We should put a count of how many times you said that today. I do say crazy a lot. Crazy. I say a word as well, but I can't remember what word. What word do I say often? What? While we're recording, or just anything. Well, even on camera, whatever. I was just gonna say punk rocker. Punk rocker, yeah, I said that a lot, to be fair. I do it for a wind up though. You bloody punk rockers. I don't know anybody else that says that. The boys do. If you know, you know. Friday Night Live. Is it Friday? I forgot what it's called. Friday dinner. Late night dinner Friday. I don't know. It's on 4. It's on 4 OD. We just saw his brain just. I don't know. What's it called? Shit. Something like that. Check it out. It's Friday funny. Night Dinner. That's it. I just Friday Night Dinner. What a funny show, man. Never watched it. Okay. Find out who you are, who you want to be, and then do it on purpose. Yeah. What do you mean? So recently, Mother and I have watched Dumpling with Jennifer Aniston and a bunch of amazing celebrities. And it's a really good movie. And in there was a quote, find out who you want to be or who you are, and then do it on purpose. And it really stuck with me, because like, that's so fucking true. Like, just be unapologetically yourself after you find out who you actually are. do everything you want to do and want to be on purpose. Don't let whoever else is around affect your decisions.
Yeah.
Do everything as if nobody else would ever care, right? And I feel like that's the only way you would actually truly be yourself.
Why do you think people find it hard to find out who they are? Because it's easier said than done to try and
100%.
find out who you are.
Yeah.
But why is it so hard to find out who you are?
I think it comes down to your insecurities and how much you're able to accept about yourself.
Yeah.
And that's not just like physical things, that's also like internally. Like if you're constantly telling yourself like bad things about yourself and you can't get above that, that's step one. That's like where you need to start.
Mhm.
But the fact, like, actually, even before you're able to start, you need to realize you're doing that.
Yeah.
Because until you find out that that is what you're doing, you're constantly putting yourself down with your words, just talking to yourself within your mind. You won't know how to fix that, how to solve that, and then you won't know who you are. You won't be able to explore the rest of it, like the other parts,
Right.
until you sort out like the inside. The inside is what counts. That's what matters the most.
Yeah. It's true because a lot of things that I've read, it says in order for things to change outside, you need to change inside first.
Mm-hmm.
Because once you start looking inwards and looking at what it is that you really want and where you really want to go and who you want around you, and then you start to sort of realize, okay, these are the things that are important to me.
Yeah.
Let me move towards that instead of just trying to like being indecisive of what you want and what you don't want, which is fine as well, because at the start it's going to be like that. You don't know whether it's the right thing to do or not.
Mm-hmm.
And you take that chance, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you shouldn't let the things that don't work out dishearten you.
Yeah.
And not carry on, because the moment you stop is the moment you fail.
Agree.
You just got to keep going. Just keep swimming. Story
I was
says.
literally about to.
Story says it all the time.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Wow, that sounded rubbish with my
Yeah, don't do that again.
Nasally.
Don't do that.
Is that a word?
What?
Nasally?
Nasally? Yeah, sure. You're asking me.
You're
asking me. How am I asking me?
I don't think it's a word anymore, guys. I'm sorry. Never mind. It's a new word. Nasally.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
there a problem this moment in time that you're consistently thinking about?
There was the light bulb in the not kitchen. I keep saying kitchen. The light bulb in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Because I kept forgetting that it wasn't working, and I'd switch it on, and there'd be no light. I'm like, no, and then I'd have to go back in my room, get my phone, use my flashlight.
Do you know when I changed it, it was on?
Well, that wasn't me, because I'd always turn it off again. Because you can tell by the fan.
Right. Trying to kill me. Alright, see you there.
Dad went in the last, so.
Okay.
Well, that's dangerous. What happened? Did it just like come on instantly or what?
Yeah, I just put it in and it was like, oh, it's on.
That's touchy.
It's okay. Well, is that the problem?
That was the problem I was overthinking about. For no reason. It wasn't even a problem. It could be solved easily.
Yeah.
What about you?
What's the problem I've been thinking about? I don't know. I feel like this past week I've just been doing things. I've not really thought or taken time to stop and think about what it is I'm actually thinking about, which is a crazy thing.
That is insane.
But it's because I've been busy, guys. By the time you're watching this, I would already come back. I don't want to think about it though. I'm in Ibiza. Well, I was in Ibiza.
That's so crazy how when we're recording this, he's not yet gone. But when you guys are seeing this, he would have already been back.
Yeah, I would have been tanned. This is why the beard's looking sharp.
So the next time you guys see him, when you're seeing him now, he's probably 25. Not probably. He will be.
Probably.
He will be.
I'm
He'll be 25.
25.
But as we're recording this, he's still 24.
Yeah.
The next podcast episode you guys will see. Let me know or let him know if he looks tanned at all.
Yeah, I probably won't, but we'll see. I reckon I will. I'm gonna be in the sun most of the time.
Who's gonna look more brown, me or
Yeah.
him?
Yeah. Do you feel your age?
Do I feel 21? I think.
Because I don't. I ask because I don't. I don't feel like I'm 24, turning 25.
I don't think I do. I think I'm too childish, which is a good thing. You want to keep your inner child alive. We've spoken about this.
Yeah.
But
I think my inner child is currently 20, 19, 20. Whereas me as an age, I'm 25. But I'm not worried. A lot of people are worried about growing older. I know someone that's young in my eyes, she's younger than you, and constantly complaining about aches and pains and growing old. She's like, I'm turning 20. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, G? Yo, you said live your life. You're sick. You're 20. You're still young. We're still young. We are still young. I think for me, old will be when I'm 76. Very specific, but 76 is when I'm going to say I'm old. When I'm 56, no. When I'm 75, no.
Anyone says that until you're 76, you're like, who are you talking about? Not me.
Because when I'm 76, age-wise, I'll be 67, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that makes total sense.
It does to me. It makes sense to me. Music phases. What phase of music are you in right now?
Currently, very I'm like in my old music, old R&B like genre. I keep going back to it like always. But yeah, like definitely
R&B.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's what I'm in right now.
I'm in a mix of everything.
But that's me constantly. I'm constantly in a mix. I'm talking about like today.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna change tomorrow or next week.
No, fair.
Yeah.
What was your favourite music phase to be in?
I think I loved when I started to fall in love with Bollywood music again. Because I had my phases with like Bollywood music, and then there'd be a time when I'd constantly only listen to Bollywood music, and then it'd shift, and then I'd be kind of bored of it, and then constantly only like English music. Is it called English music? Hollywood music? I don't really know. And then I love my Spanish
Hollywood
songs.
music. Yo, I listen to Hollywood music all the time, yeah. No, it's English, yeah. They speak English, yeah.
Yeah, because then I like my Spanish music.
Oh, yeah.
My reggaeton, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure I said that wrong, but we move.
No, sick. I was going to say something, but I forgot about music. I think that my favourite music genre music phase I got into was probably it was such a weird time, EDM music. Have you ever listened to EDM?
A little bit, but not enough to actually know.
Yeah, or dubstep.
The difference.
Dubstep
Dubstep, yeah.
All my days. UKF dubstep. Have you ever heard of them?
No.
On YouTube, check them out. All dubstep tracks, good. I used to be on that all the time. I don't know. It was just like the phase where I was punk rocking. I was punk rocking before punk rocking was a thing. That's what it was. That was fun. And then like the music, when I started doing when we were performing and stuff, I'd be listening to a lot of band songs. Coldplay, of course. The Script. Wow. Who else?
So many.
Who else is there? The Script. Who are the other people?
Panic at the Disco.
No.
Blink-182. Don't know if you've heard of them.
I've heard of them. Have you heard? Don't know if you get out of here. Yeah, I did. But I don't know the songs. Like I don't know the song like that. I don't know. I've heard of them though. what are they called? 1985. Have you heard of a band called 1985? I think
so. I think that's what they're called.
They've got some good tunes. 5 Seconds of Summer. Decent.
JLS.
I remember when I broke up with a girlfriend, 5 Seconds of Summer, Amnesia. That was on repeat. I won't sing it though. I don't know how it is.
Yeah. I'm kind of traumatized by a song because of my brothers.
What?
I think you know which
I don't
one.
know. Explain. What is it?
I'm not explaining it, but
Basically, yeah. Do you remember Oopsie Daisy? It was Chip and I don't remember who the artist was. That's so bad. I can't remember the singer, but Oopsie Daisy, I hurt you again. That, yeah. So she liked this guy, and we'd obviously bully her about him, sing the song, and so that's traumatized you. There you go.
yeah, I can't listen to that song the same now. I used to love that song, which is why like, I'd play it, and then I remember they walked in and they were like, "Oh, you constantly playing this song about so and so." Like, "Oh, you love him." Oh, I'm like,
we
and
do
then
like we
always
do
sing
parts. We do parts because obviously it was like and again, and then I'd go yeah, and again yeah. Oops, there we go again.
Oh God, I cannot listen to that song now. It's
What are the songs that are like that are there that has ruined for you? Have you got any songs that's ruined?
Has anybody else ruined songs for me?
I'll tell you a
Songs
song
for me.
that I ruined myself from overplaying too much. Do you know that Zara Larsson and
I knew you were gonna say it.
what's his name? M&EK.
M&EK.
I can't listen to it anymore. I remember once I played it. How mad is this? So I listened to it in the car. I was like, yo, this is a tune. I overplayed it.
Is it called?
Listen, huh?
No, that's a new song that I keep listening to. Never mind.
So I listened to it overnight, and I woke up in the morning. I was like, "What the fuck is this trash? Like, what is this shit song?" And I've not played it since.
I swear, I remember him telling us, like literally the day after, there was a part in the song that she has like this vocal, like
Oh yeah.
she like does this little like riff thing, and he hated it, and it put him off the whole song. And I was like, she sounds amazing, and he's like, ugh, I hate it.
This just ruins it for me, man. What's the oldest song that you think you have, or you've played like constantly, and it still doesn't get old for you?
Probably be Ponder Replay Rihanna, which isn't like that old realistically. Did I say it wrong?
No, say it again.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze.
Oh, bless me. That's your fault.
Bless you. Say it again.
Oh shit, there's another.
Don't sneeze. Pineapple. Pineapple.
Apparently, you're supposed to look at the light.
Yeah. Pineapple. Pineapple.
I still there.
Big toe in your face.
You're so disgusting. Okay, it's gone. Oh, okay. I'm back.
Let me reiterate. Can you say the song again, please?
Ponder Replay. What did I say?
It just sounds weird coming out of your mouth. Ponder Replay.
Ah!
I don't even think it's called that.
It's called Ponder Replay.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Which is good? How does it go?
Come, Mr. DJ, some Ponder Replay. Come, Mr. DJ.
Okay.
If it doesn't go in, I'm so sorry, guys. I sound ridiculous.
It has to go in.
I sound like it. I'm stuffy as fuck.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
That's the oldest song and the
I think so.
The first songs, one of the first songs you can remember.
Yes, because that's like the one that's like, it comes in my playlist and stuff. But then there's also like 50 Cent, but I can't remember like the dates, like when they came out, so I'm not quite sure.
What, 50 Cent?
Yeah.
Which
songs? There's obviously Candy Shop.
Disgusting bugger.
No,
to be fair, we used to blast that. We were 12:30. We had no idea what the hell the song was about. We thought, Candy Shop, yeah, okay, sweets, wicked.
Yeah. My mind has gone blank, with all of these.
Yeah, 50 Cent. I'd say for me, PIMP.
Yeah, definitely.
21 Questions.
Oh, 21 Questions, 100%. I love playing that in the car.
Tune. I might have to play that on the airport on the way to Ibiza. That'll go tomorrow.
Stop making me jealous.
Yeah. I think for me, the oldest song that I remember, and this has been a song that I will die listening to. Chris Brown, Say Goodbye. Mate, that song's got me through a lot of breakups. Because do you know there's times where, actually you won't know because you've not experienced this, but when you go through a breakup, well, before you break up with someone, and you're and ahhing on whether you want to do it or not because you don't know what it's like, what it's going to be like without that person. That song puts a lot of things into perspective. He says it in there. He goes, "There's never a right time to say goodbye, but you gotta let it go. I know it's hard, but I gotta do it, and it's killing me. There's never a right time. Right time to say goodbye."
I know why you didn't sing that.
Why?
Because you can't sing.
I know. Why would I sing it? Am I fool? Do I look like an idiot? No. So yeah, that song. What else? Love in the Club, Usher. Yeah, Usher. Wow.
Yeah.
Throwback.
Neos.
Oh, Neos. Let's name the Neos right now.
Okay.
Miss Independent.
Yeah, 100%.
So sick.
Sick. Yeah, so sick.
Sick. You are sick though, right now.
I am sick.
So sick. Because of You.
Yeah. There's so many bangers, man.
Yeah, there's too many. There's too many bangers from him.
Yeah.
I'm so gutted that we did not go to see it. My friend went to see him. 45 quid she paid.
Oh my god.
She said he played. He sang all the bangers, all the old school bangers, and then he played some of his new songs because apparently he's got a new album coming out. Free promo to you, my friend.
You deserve it.
Yeah, to our 35 people that watch it.
You'll not. When you say you deserve it, so he's never gonna watch
Yeah,
it. That's jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, definitely.
What's the weirdest music phase you've been in? Do you think? Like the strangers, like if someone met you, they wouldn't think that you would be there in terms of music.
I recently got asked, what's the song that you like?
Wait, hold on. Carry on.
You're so disgusting. Get out of here!
It just came. It's nature, as Chuck says. It's nature.
So disgusting. Okay.
Yeah, go on.
So.
It doesn't smell. I didn't have no cheese. Just beans today. It's alright, relax.
Beans?
Yeah! Actually, that makes you fart as well.
Yeah,
Have you heard the song? Beans, they're good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fart.
Yeah.
But I did have cheese, I lied. So I had beans, cheese today at work, a haddock. Ooh. Some curly fries as well. Wow.
I don't know why I did that. I can't smell anyways. I just realised I have a stuffed nose. Okay, wait, what were we talking about?
The weirdest music genre.
I got asked recently, what is a song that I like that most people wouldn't like? And I said, All the Good Girls Go to Hell by Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish.
Yeah, but that's not... Okay, I guess...
It's not a song that not everyone would like, but it's also like everyone... Well, not everyone. Most people love Billie Eilish, so they'll listen to her music.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I remember the first song I ever heard of hers was Ocean Eyes, and I was hooked. That song is so good.
So good, man. She's got so many...
She's such a good, like, what do you call it, writer, and her voice is just amazing as well, so...
yeah.
2 things. Cool.
Love that. Two things.
2 things. Cool. It's the two punch knockout. Even Ed Sheeran, same thing.
Yeah.
Songwriter, and the voice is crazy.
Yeah, and also like the way they make their songs is very fascinating because I'm like, wow.
What, you've seen him?
Like you know how when you find out the process of like how they do it.
I never have. What's that process? So,
I was watching and never mind, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, true.
But the process is for a lot of their songs when they hear things, regardless of where they are. They went on holiday in Australia, and the what's it called, the pedestrian crossing when you have to press the button. In Australia it was like tick 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 tick, and it's just like constantly, and it sounded like a beat, and they were like, so they started recording it, and then they put it in Bad Guy, and that's like in the main bit where it's like do 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 do. That's in the back, like
That's probably the one song that I really don't like.
really.
That pisses me off.
No
What a
way.
stupid song. That's what I think.
This is very, very contradictory.
Such a stupid song. Other songs, yeah, calm. That's the song I'm like, nah, I can't deal with it. What's the worst? No, okay, so let me answer it. My own question.
Answer your own question.
What was it? What was my question?
What's the music phase that like no one would expect you to have gone through?
Okay.
The weirdest.
The weirdest. I wouldn't say weird though, because then I feel like that could. I don't know why I said weird. I should have changed it. Because
the unexpected phase.
Yeah, unexpected.
Yeah.
I'd say lofi. I don't know if it's lofi or lo-fi.
I think it's lofi.
Lofi or lo-fi music. Wow. Different. Puts me in a different mood. Especially when I'm working. Headphones in. Especially when I'm working from home. Headphones in. Listen to lofi music. In particular, an artist that I really appreciate. His name's Blue Wednesday. So good. Every song that he's put out so far, so good.
I need to listen to that.
Trust me, wicked. I'll put it on after.
Okay.
Yeah, lofi music. That's unexpected, I reckon. Because then the other ones are kind of expected. Anything to do with band stuff. You know, I'm a drummer, guys. I know I've said that before. Yeah. Band music or what else? Well, there's a lot of genres that I go into, but
there's a lot. Have you ever had like a Metallica phase or listening to like metal?
Not metal, but the closest I'd got to it was Pendulum or Linkin Park or no, they're the main two, to be honest. Main two. Oh, Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. I'll definitely put to that. Let me get that over again. Before I get rinsed. Hold on. What are they called? The Goo Goo. Yeah, I got it right.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, the Goo Goo Dolls. Wicked song. Iris.
What's playing on that?
It was. It's not anymore. I'll turn it off.
Oh.
Obviously. Copyright. No, thank you.
Don't know if you guys can hear the rain.
Yeah.
Question of the day. Stunge in my life. Wow.
Are you generous?
I like to think I'm generous.
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I can give examples of when I've been generous. I mean, just yesterday.
Why do you think generosity is a good thing?
I picked him up from work.
Yeah, that was generous of you.
And I let him have his haircut, and I waited for him.
Yeah, that was very generous of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd say, am I generous? Yeah. To some aspect. I think I'm trying harder to be more generous. Yeah. Even though that I feel like other people would say that I am generous. I guess that I'm I'm the harshest critic, so as everyone else is to themselves. I think I could do more. So yeah, I'm trying to be. Yeah.
I think it just it also depends on where your generosity comes from, and like what's your purpose for it. For me, I'm very generous to the people I genuinely love and care about. Like I'd go out of my way to help others. But yeah, it's like why are you doing it, you know? And I feel like you're showing that you care more when you go out of your way to be generous.
This is what changed for me. Like a lot of the times where I would say that I've always said that family is number one. It will always be. But I never showed that to the people who should hear it. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's changed a lot more. And it's also the fact that I'm getting older.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe that actions speak louder than words?
Always, without hesitation. That so you can say a lot of things, but it won't mean anything until you actually show it. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We hope you like it. We hope you subscribe to it and share if you like it.
Bye. See you
Goodbye.
next week.
See you later. Bye.